Come on into the room, be coachable, teachable, trainable. Post your city and state where you are catching this information from on today. I'd greatly appreciate that. My name is Brand Master Martina Britt Yelverton, and I am your cash flow queen and founder of the number one legal tax hack to hire your kids in your own home-based business. Today's topic is how to package and sell your expertise. So if you're wondering how to take all of that good value that you have and bundle it up into a product or a service that people will actually buy, then actually today's lesson is for us. I'm going to go ahead and roll these credits so you guys can see a bit more about the Brand Master in this platform. And then we're going to jump directly into all of this good value for today. Hey y'all, hey, Brand Master Martina Britt Yelverton here, updating you about our daily live training and follow-up live open office hours. Join me every Tuesday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for live actionable lessons on building your brand from scratch. We'll cover everything from tools, strategies, and systems like Canva, StreamYard, Go High Level, AI technology, and more, to include the exact steps to take you from confused to confident. And the best part is after each live stream, you can hop on Zoom with us to ask your questions and get personalized answers. Don't miss out. Mark your calendar and subscribe now to this YouTube channel. Join our free community, and I'll say it louder for the people in the back. If you want to learn, lead, and level up your automation in your MLM company, or as an entrepreneur who could possibly be struggling in your business, we not only have the solution, we also have the experts. Yes, this is your sign to join us. Our entire team is live each weekday. So if you snooze, you will lose. I said what I said. You heard what you heard. Now do what you now know you need to do to get your assets in order. So as I said, come on into the room, be coachable, teachable, trainable, post your city and state where you're catching this information from. Today's topic is how to package and sell your expertise. So currently you are full of value and you're trying to possibly figure out how in the world to get that out of you. If you are leaving money on the table by not monetizing your knowledge, then you are missing one of the most effective things that you can do inside of your business or your brand. So if you've ever wondered how people are making a full-time income from coaching, digital products, or online services, then this training is for us both, right? I am going to show you how to package your expertise into a profitable offer and how you can start making money doing what it is that you love. So today we're also going to cover how to identify the audience that will actually be willing to pay for your value, how you can create an offer that is irresistible, and how you can actually overcome some of the objections that you currently have about putting your value out in these internet streets, okay? And so the first thing that I want to cover in our topic for today is helping you guys understand 3 of the most profitable ways to sell your expertise. So the number one thing that you probably have seen on the rise, that's one-on-one coaching and consulting, right? It's actually kind of diverged itself into group coaching and workshops, as well as this is going crazy right now, and that's digital products like e-courses, ebooks, templates, things like that. And so those are 3 of the most profitable ways that are really going viral right now with being able to sell your value, your expertise, your passion, your purpose, what it is that you thrive for. So in one-on-one coaching, it can actually be both a plus and a minus. So I want to discuss that just a little bit and have you guys understand that one-on-one coaching or consulting, that's where you work directly with, an individual or a couple, right? These are your clients. But here's the thing that many coaches and consultants are not doing. They're not charging a premium rate. And so it really is your one body of value, speaking with that one recipient of your value in whatever time frame. And as you guys know, time is infinite. However, it is fleeting, right? And so you're exuding that level of working with your body, with your time, and you can only entertain that one individual doing that time. entrance group coaching or workshops. And this is where you begin to teach a group of people at once. Now, this is increasing the efficiency of the delivery of your value as well as your earnings, right? So in that one-to-one coaching, you're utilizing a premium rate, whereas the group coaching, you're actually able to give that same intense, involved value, but you're available to reduce the price for those who are eligible to, qualify and participate. And then you are also available to do this either in person or virtual. So you want to think about that with regards to your delivery. And then finally, digital products, courses, ebooks, templates, things like that, where you actually sell the knowledge passively without trading your time for money. Now, here's the caveat to digital products. Once you get that digital product out of you and sold into the field, the beautiful thing is now that they have that product, there is going to be the opportunity for you to fall back to one of the other two, where you can either now hold a one-on-one coaching, a consultant based on the product that they receive if they need it, or you can invite them into a group coaching or into a group course, right? Where they can actually see more, get more involved, and work directly with you or your team. So should you have one, your expertise is valuable. Okay, whether you choose to teach one-on-one in a group or through digital content, there's a way to monetize it, but you must be knowledgeable about how to get that done. Now, let's move a little bit further into how to identify what your audience is willing to pay for, because you yourself cannot determine the actual viability of your product. It is the audience, the participants, the clients, the customers, the prospects, the interest of the field that lets you know what's on, what they'll pay for. Right? And one of the best ways that you can do this is you can actually conduct market research. Now, those are three taboo words, but all it means is that you're going to survey your audience. You're going to check very minimally competitor offerings, because you really should not be comparing yourself. Yes, you can gauge what it is that you're offering, against another similar individual selling the same product, but you don't want to compare because you don't know their journey. They don't know your journey, right? And so that should not be a premise to how you choose to structure your value, how you choose to price your value, or any of that. All right. But you want to mildly check out competitor offerings. And then you also want to analyze trends. Your value should supersede trends. However, it should be aligned. Okay. You can also go into step 2 where you validate your idea, unless you pre-sale whatever your offer is or host a free beta session to gauge interest. This is another way you can determine what your audience is willing to pay for. And finally, you can refine your offer after you've done all that and you've ensured that you've gotten clear, results-driven information so that you can then price appropriately. So those are 3 things that you want to think about when it's time to identify what your audience is willing to pay for. You want to conduct market research. That's where you survey your audience, send out polls, ask questions, put up posts. You also want to review some of the competitors that are in your same industry, same field, just to evaluate what's being offered and at what price points. And then you also want to consider and analyze any trends. That's step 1. Step 2, validate your idea. And step 3, then you are available to refine your offer, making sure that it is clear, results driven, so that you can price it appropriately. Okay. So the third thing I want to discuss with you today, which is extremely important before we get into overcoming objections, is when you're creating your high value offers, you want to ensure that your specific offer solves a specific problem. People actually pay for results, not general information. That's one of the reasons the Brand Master allows for you guys to learn so much content and absorb so much content on social media for free, because this is all general, however, greatly detailed and valuable information. A lot of this is the what, the why, the when, the where, even the who, right? And on Watch Me Work Wednesdays, we get into a little bit more of the how, but inside of the community is where we actually dig deeper, delve deeper into the how to show you guys the processes. And we actually have an opportunity coming up in quarter 2 where you'll be able to get more of that group coaching feel that we discussed earlier, where you're available to download your course products, and then we will be available to go in on a weekly basis with you and get things more structured, more defined, and more support is going to be available. Okay, so think about that. What is the specific problem that you resolve for people that will give them results? Okay, you have to think about that when regards to setting up your high value offer. Step 2, when you're actually including bonuses and added value, are these exclusive tools? Are these specific templates? Is there additional support that makes the offer irresistible? And if so, then you are available to look at a high value offer with a high ticket price. And finally, is it easy for them to access it and buy it? Do you use a streamlined checkout pages? Are there multiple calls to action, or are you exact on exactly what it is that you want people to do? So right now, a lot of the CTAs that you have received over the month of January and February and halfway here through March is come and join the free community. Why do you come and join the free community? Because you're available to access a lot of the network, more hands-on information. You have access to a course that is inside of the community where you can go in and utilize the 9 steps to brand you, okay, and you can walk through that. But even more than that, you have downloadable checklists, like I mentioned before, digital products, and access to e-courses that are inside of the community. Okay, that is easy to understand. So whenever you're going out and you're looking, at other competitors, I want you to think about, in a glance, is this, solving a specific problem? Number one. Are there additional bonuses and added value where I can go deeper, get more, know what the what next is? And is it easy for me to check out, buy, and move on with whatever my next step is? That is what you want to think about when you're creating high value offers that will monetize whatever your value is. Now, I don't want to peruse through this. I want to take my time and get you guys to understand this, okay? I hear the excuse a lot of times, I don't have a big audience. I've suffered from imposter syndrome myself. And my thought process is, no one will buy from me. This is what I hear you guys saying, and I've experienced it. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. You don't need a massive audience. The reason why you don't need a massive audience right now, and the reason why you don't need a massive audience, that you do need the right audience, is because you want to ensure that you can fulfill, you can deliver on the request, okay? And the best thing to start with is a small, targeted audience that you know is the right audience so that you can give and get results. Okay, I'll use myself for an example again. Inside of our community, we have individuals right now who are just perusing the information, and that is good, but maybe the results of what we're delivering with awareness or connection or engagement, they're at a different point in that, and they're not ready to move to implementation. Right? Then while they could be the right audience in the future, they may not be the right audience right now. Okay, so think about that. You don't need a big audience, you need the right audience, and you need to be ready. Okay, another excuse is, I'm not an expert. Okay, I love to say, you're not an expert yet, but you are an expert in something that someone else is not an expert in. All you need to be is one step ahead to help someone move the needle in their problem. All you have to have is the solution to their one problem. Now, when you put that out there, then they're available to get it. You are the expert for that. If you know more than the people you serve, then you can guide them through what you've learned. I'll say it again for the people in the back. If you know more than the people that you serve, then you can guide them through what you've learned. All you need to be is one step ahead to serve someone and help them move the needle. All right. Another one, and this one is huge, that is there's already too much competition. Okay, there's only one you. Pregnant pause. Differentiate yourself. You can add value. You can add your own personal story. You can add the unique method that you utilize to get something done. You can add your checklist, your methods of operations, your standard operating procedures. How you got your result may not be the same from for someone else, but what they receive from you will help them to determine their best solution. Okay? There's never too much competition out here. Think about the bread owl. Think about the cereal owl. Think about the grocery store at large, the medicine section, the vitamin sections. There's never too much competition. You are you, okay? Someone out there is waiting for you to do what you were purposed to do so that they can see and hear and know that they can too. All right. The only thing standing between you and getting paid is for you to deliver your knowledge with confidence and execution, right? You are in charge of driving revenue into your home. So, what you need to do is take what your purpose value is, put it out there in these internet streets so others can do the same, right? Don't be a gatekeeper, all right? So, I always ask an engaging question before I give you guys your next steps. And that engaging question is if you could create one sellable offer based on your expertise, what would it be? If you could create one sellable offer based on your area of expertise, what would it be? If you'll drop that idea, that thought, what you think your area of expertise is in the comments, I greatly appreciate the engagement so that I can see if I am available to serve you. One of the reasons that I do an assessment before I take on clients at this point is because I need to know the ins and outs of where you think you are, what it is that you think you have to offer, and if my services are available to assist you. I can't take on everyone, but I can take on the right one. Okay. So your next steps for today are to choose one monetization method. I gave you three. That's coaching or consulting. Okay. That's group training or workshops, and that's digital products that you sell passively. Which one of these would you choose? And could you please outline your first offer? Okay. You could create a simple landing page to validate the interest, put a post out, put a query out, put some type of quiz out, right? Polls, ask questions about that, right? But when you create that simple landing page, you'll begin to get contacts who have an interest in the information that you place on that landing page. And now you'll have a set of people to continuously ask how your solution is working, could work, potentially would work for them. Okay. This is the way you can begin to validate your idea and learn more about what their needs are so that you can price and position your offer even better. Okay. So if you'll join us live tomorrow, we'll be discussing using subscription models to create recurring revenue. But before we go, I want to share with you on screen here a couple of things that you are available to see. Let's see if I can get them on screen here. All right, here is one of the landing pages that we have for the membership. Now, when you're looking at this membership, you're seeing all of the value that's offered. Here are the visualization models that we start here. This is what is available. I also have multi-session trainings. This is where we discuss group workshops or group coaching, okay? And then always have that extra free bonus information we talked about, free resources for people to be able to get more for you. And you know people may be struggling with an area, so provide a way for them to get that, okay? Again, when you first come to the page here, There's a video that plays and it asks you a very simple question. Again, is it clear? If your answer is yes, then you need to come join the community, right? I'm always asking people to subscribe to this channel so that they can see all of the free value that is available. And then it lets them know there are 3 options here. Gives you a quick synopsis of what the 3 are. You pick and choose and you move forward, right? I also allow you to see in advance before you even move into the membership. In Module 1, the Power Bio. Module 2, the Brand. Module 3, the Google Test. There are downloadable checklists that comes with this so that you can begin to see whether or not this option is for you. But bottom line, I make it clear what you are to do. So when we're talking about packaging things up and how you want it to look, this could be the interest information. And then I give you most times a peek into what the free community looks like, right? What you have access to. I give you that information up front so you're not wondering what comes inside of that community, right? I give you a peek into that. So you don't have to be this forthcoming or this transparent with what all comes in your packaging that you set up. But I also need for you to understand sometimes people need more information. So we even go as far as saying, hey, when we move forward into the blueprint, this is the formulation, this is the foundation, this is the flourishing, this is the product that we walk you through, right? And beyond that, we take you down this journey where we say in this process, this is what's covered. In phase 1, we do all of this. In phase 2, we do all of that. In phase 3, we do all of this. And we're actually going to take you through the process of a complete brand structure setup in quarter 2. Right? We're going to go all the way back to the basics. We're going to start with a brand new brand, and we're going to take you through the foundation of the business basics and then the values. We're going to build out each and every goal, mission, vision of an entire brand for you to see what that looks like. That may not be the method that you choose to utilize for your brand. That may not be what you want to do. Okay, you may not be comfortable with putting that out there in that type of format for your people. However, this is a way to package and sell your expertise by putting it all out there, because again, if people could do it themselves, they would have already done it. Just because you give them the where, the when, the why, the who, the what, right? The when, you give them all of that. Because you give them all that does not mean they're still going to be able to do it on their own. So that's where you come in with your expertise and you become available to serve. You don't have to be an expert. You just have to be one step ahead of the individual who needs the solution that you possess. Okay? So as we begin to close out, I've given you your call to action. I've given you your question of the day. I'm hoping that you'll join us in after office hours. We will be live in the Zoom room until 2 p.m. Okay. Most times for you all who are inside of the membership, when you come here inside of the community, you'll go up here to the events tab, and in the events tab, you'll click on today's date. And when you click on today's date, the link is right there. You'll join us directly in after office hours, starting as soon as I close out this live training. I'll be in the Zoom room until 2 p.m. answering questions for any of you who need to have your burning business or brand question answered. Okay, I'll catch you guys on the fly. And again, tomorrow we are discussing, let's see here, scroll down a little bit and make sure I am following suit. We are discussing on Wednesday using subscription models to create recurring revenue. So I'll be showing you a couple of case studies with that and how that's working out. And I'll catch you guys on the replay. Hey y'all, hey, Brandmaster Martina Britt Yelverton here, updating you about our daily live training and follow-up live open office hours. Join me every Tuesday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for live actionable lessons on building your brand from scratch. We'll cover everything from tools, strategies, and systems like Canva, StreamYard, Go High Level, AI technology, and more, to include the exact steps to take you from confused to confident. And the best part is after each live stream, you can hop on Zoom with us to ask your questions and get personalized answers. Don't miss out. Mark your calendar and subscribe now to this YouTube channel. Join our free community, and I'll say it louder for the people in the back. If you want to learn, lead, and level up your automation in your MLM company, or as an entrepreneur who could possibly be struggling in your business, we not only have the solution, we also have the experts. Yes, this is your sign to join us. Our entire team is live each weekday. So if you snooze, you will lose. I said what I said. You heard what you heard. Now do what you now know you need to do to get your assets in order.